Hey Taurus, how's everybody doing? We're gonna get ready to do your reading. This is gonna be your mid-month, October 15th to the 31st, love and relationships. So let's see what Spirit has messages for the Taurus for October 15th to the 31st. Spirit, what messages do you have for our Taurus? Messages for Taurus, please. Lots of cards, but I'll take them. All right. Taurus, we have Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Magician, Queen of Swords, Three of Pentacles. A lot of earth energy here. Taurus, I feel like you've got the Magician card here. Along with a lot of Pentacles. So Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You're working your way up in a situation with love. You're sort of building on an idea. I feel like you guys are, it's like you're thinking about who and what you want to be with. You're working towards a goal in mind, and you've kind of come full circle almost, where you kind of realized, okay, I've been dating this type of person, I've been dating that, or I've been dating this, and this didn't work out. And now you're kind of like categorically putting things into place for yourself. You're working towards, it's like a personalized desire. It's like a personalized desire, and you're getting personal with yourself, and you're finding exactly what type of person is good for me. You're getting in touch with yourself more. You're thinking things through, and you're kind of having a bit more of a boundary. You're having a bit more of, you're raising your standards, you're raising your not expectations in a negative way, like in a demanding way, but you're putting expectations in place now. You're building to something that is more of a hopeful outcome for you, because I feel like whatever you might have been experiencing in your past, it's a learning lesson. You're learning, and you're realizing that I need to sort of raise the bar a little bit here, focus on myself. There's also some work and money situation here that you might be conserving. And I feel like in the all signs reading that I just did, in the end of September, I did a reading. It was the all signs, 3 minutes, 3 cards. I'm pretty sure it was Taurus, if I remember correctly. That was sort of, these 2 cards came out. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. I remember it was about conserving and being a little more choosy, a little more watchful with your money. So that also might be applying to some of you, where you're starting to just keep an eye on how much you dish out, okay? And sort of conserving the money that you're working hard towards. But this also applies in your love life too. I think like you're starting to conserve your energy. Maybe you're being a little bit more cautious with how much of your feelings you're willing to express and give away. You want to find somebody that offers a little bit more grounding for you, like a security. There's a security there that you're looking for. Two of Swords. Yeah, see, you don't necessarily, you may not be able to see, or you might feel a little bit blindfolded in what lies ahead, or what it's kind of new territory for you. I feel, Taurus, like you're working towards a new type of person, but at the same time you may not have even encountered this type, so you're still a little bit, you're gonna have to make that decision when you meet these new people, or this, what you think, how do I explain this? What you think you want and what you're manifesting for yourself in what you in your relationship, in your standards, in your when I was saying raising the bar, you may not even realize that this new type of person's coming in, that you kind of, it might seem confusing, or it might seem unknown, not confusing, an unknown. It's going to be like, I'm not even aware that this person existed. I'm not even aware that this type of person was in my realm, in my what I thought I was looking for. So you're gonna have to make that decision when you meet a new person or this new group of people that you're trying. Guys, 1 second. My music has gotten messed up. Sorry, Taurus. I was using there's a YouTube channel that I follow that has music, like my, angelic spiritual stuff, and I didn't even know there was a commercial in there. Sorry about that. So Taurus, yeah, let me clarify this. You're going to, I'm gonna get one more card. Death card, yeah. So it's, as I was saying, like, you're gonna be starting with a new approach, a new type of, a new standard. There's a new beginning for you in terms of dating and finding love and offering your love. You're not just gonna dish it out. That could also be with money. You're working towards finding a quality person, and there's this Two of Swords. So this is a little confusing how to explain, but what I'm feeling is that usually that can be a sense of constraint or like blinded, and you have to make a sort of a decision. But what I'm trying to convey, if this makes sense, is that this new approach that you're creating, it's sort of uncharted territories because you've raised the bar. You may not have, like, you don't even know yet what's coming in. You don't even know that this, because you've always been down, you've always been looking at a group down here. You've been on, like, it's like, I like to say this, okay? It's like you were coming from the first floor of a condo, okay? I got this from Carolyn Miss. If anybody, I love this analogy. And this is a perfect example to use it with. So anybody who follows Carolyn Miss, she'll explain this. You're coming from a first floor. Some people are kind of low vibe and they only see what's in front of them on the street level. But you're gonna rise yourself up to the penthouse where you're gonna see that these people don't even know. There's a mountain, there's a river, there's a lake, there's all these other beautiful spots and buildings and neighborhoods, and people on the low level vibration. This is this thing I'm trying to explain, is that once you rise up and once you bring up your standards, it's a little bit of an uncharted territory. It's kind of like a wow moment where you're like, oh my gosh, like there's a whole other world out there that I need to tap into. So it's this ending of the low, like a low grade quality that you may have been attracted to or been attracting into your life. You're gonna put an end to that, and you're manifesting this new place of stability, strength, wealth, productivity, people that actually can rise with you. But if that makes sense, it's like as you come up, you're not sure, or even it's going to be new because you're going to start to align with people who are up here, who are of quality. So it's going to be a little bit new. That might seem a little bit intimidating. It's a lot of cards, but it might seem a little bit intimidating. Yeah, see the Eight of Wands? Like, this is movement forward. This is quick moving energy forward. But also, look at the picture, how it's way up. Okay, you're getting like an aerial view. You're getting the fields, the sheep, the sun. You're getting an aerial view, and you're moving. You can see more of the distance. Just what I was saying. Okay, so you're going to... More Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. So here comes security, Page of Cups. So you are going to and the Five of Cups. Okay, so you are going to receive new energy, new love, new offers, people with stability, like I was saying, and you're going to be, it's underneath the Death card, the Five of Cups. You're not going to look anymore behind, or sorry, in front of you. You're missing behind the Two of Cups. You're just looking, you're not going to look at these spilt, disappointing, sad people who just took advantage of you or disappointed you. A feeling of hopelessness. Okay, that's where the Five of Pentacles comes in. There is hope at the end of this new way of thinking, new way of believing. So the stability and the love is, you're going to offer that, and it's also going to come following behind you, kind of thing. Like, it's going to, as you rise up, it's going to, the people that are going to be coming into your life are of the same caliber. You may even be moving. You might actually have to move or move away from certain people or a certain relationship, because you're elevating yourself. You're rising yourself up. And you're making that distinction, not even necessarily a decision, but a distinction. So you're going to be able to distinctly know who is of the old and who is of your new way of, or new type of person that you want. So you've identified this for yourself, Taurus, and you're raising that bar. You're ending an old, like putting your energy, your money, paying attention to things that didn't really bring much. And now all of a sudden, once you change this, it's like things move forward for you. Things move in a positive direction. Then comes your Page of Cups, your Page of Pentacles. Like, the offerings start to come in. The fruition starts to happen. Okay? This is a very, it's an interesting read, because it's very clear, but I can't quite explain earlier what I'm trying to say, but it's, you guys will be able to understand if this is where you're at. If it's resonating, you'll be able to understand what I'm saying, because you're coming from a different place mentally and spiritually, and it's like your viewpoints are changing. Okay, so the love that you really want, it's going to start to show up, because you're completely changing floors. I love that analogy. It has stuck with me for, at least it's been over 10 years. I like Carolyn Miss, if anyone knows her. She really mentions, like, the analogy of a, you know, a condo, a complex, like a tower. And people that live on the low levels, they see all the noise, all the gossip. Once you get to the penthouse, it's silent. You don't even, it's like little ants walking around. That doesn't even exist in the upper realm of thinking of spiritual growth, because you're coming from a higher place, right? So I always, that has stuck with me forever, and I've never used that analogy in readings as of yet, but this is the feeling I'm getting. And it's a really empowering, and for me anyways, I feel like it's a very empowering, enlightening, different viewpoint. It's a different way to see things, because there's so many people who don't believe in love, who don't believe in faith, who don't, you know, they see things half cup half empty, or glass half empty instead of full. And it's like, once you come from a higher place consciously and spiritually, you see right through things that other people have not even a conscious idea of. So Taurus, I think a lot of you are getting into that spiritual place where you're open to the unknown, but it's going to come, you're going to witness it. You're going to see, like, this is unknown. Eight of Swords. See, you're no longer, you may have been feeling a bit of that bound energy, that confined energy. You were feeling sort of constraint, or it's like you might have had that hopeless feeling, or that sense of, like, there isn't really better out there, but there is, and you're manifesting that with the Magician. You're working towards this, and you're preserving your energy and your feelings towards you. You're not going to just dish it out to these people who don't see what you're seeing now. You're growing. So you're creating, Taurus. You're kind of creating, you're raising the bar where it's like you're going into a whole new territory of new love, and it's coming in for you, but you're also putting it out there because now you know more what you want. You're a little more, it's a little more distinct for you, a little more defined of what it is you want and what it is you have to offer. 7 of Wands. That's interesting. Why the 7 of Wands? That's too many cards. I feel like you guys are, you're kind of ready to move on from this old way. It's like an old, maybe a very like battle feeling for you. Like it's like straining. It's almost like, you've had to defend your position. You've had to defend what it is you really want or what you believe. And now you might not have to do that anymore because you're just going to rise right above it all. You no longer, it's like this might have been going on for you for a while, but you don't have to defend it anymore because you're just going to dump the past. It's interesting. You're getting a lot of 9 of Swords now. I think you're coming to an end of all of this. Anything that was on your mind, anything that made you second guess, or people that were challenging you, I think that this is coming from a release place because it's the 8 of Wands. You're moving past this feeling of having to defend your position, having to think about, is it me or is it the other people? You know, I feel like that's coming to a closure for you. It's like a new beginning with this Death card. You don't have to worry about this anymore and challenge this area of people that weren't serving you. You're going into a whole new place. One last card for Taurus. Spirit, what messages do you have? Advice? Any advice or last messages for Taurus? Too many cards. You've had to think about this, Taurus. It was kind of, it might have tripped out your head a bit, your head space. You might have tripped up a bit. You had to like, it kind of offered you, or not offered, it caused you a bit of second guess or challenge because you might have been in this rut for a longer time. You might have been almost like a habitual or conditioned space where you're like, you know, going through the motions with people and giving yourself away and then just not having anything there. But now you're not, you've consciously made that. So it might be a little bit of a challenge for some of you, but you want it. I feel like Taurus, you want this new future. 7 of Swords. This is really weird how the ending is not, there's not very many. Okay, so 7 of Swords being your advice. Yeah, like you're leaving this behind. See how he's just, the 2 swords behind him, you're dumping it. You've had enough disappointment, you've had enough, it's like you've maybe never given this a lot of thought in the past, and it's just created disappointment. People have deceived you or fooled you or I feel like used, like taken advantage of in some aspect, but you may not have ever really given it thought. You probably just thought that that's just what it was. And now you're seeing like, no, that's not what it is. I'm choosing differently now. I'm gonna come and manifest from a way higher place. So you're dumping this old, who you went for, who you allowed in, and now you want better quality. You want a higher quality person. This Page of Cups and Page of Pentacles could be a younger person, or maybe you are a younger person, so you're into that, you're growing out of that, you're growing into your more wisdom, into your age, you're growing into a bit more like romantic intelligence, kind of. You're learning. So I feel like you're letting go of the disappointments. You're kind of dropping that wrestle that was in your life or in your mind or in your heart space, that you had to wrestle with this idea. Not anymore. Not anymore. You're on your way, Taurus. You're on your way to something that's more valuable and worthwhile. So you can put all of these worries and these, it was in your head a lot. You got a lot of swords here. You're in your head about second guessing yourself, I think. And now it's like, you're not. You're just you're dumping that. So it's moving on to a higher quality, higher caliber person. And they're coming into you as well. Because when you go into this new place, you're just going to naturally attract one another. So whether you seek them out or they seek you out, whether you're gonna cross paths at some point. You're going to be finding this love. It will find you. You will find it. You're going to collide, so to speak. Okay, Taurus, so that will be your reading for the second half of October. I hope that helps. Please feel free to leave your comments. I appreciate all the new people. Anybody, please subscribe to my channel. It helps it grow. Share the video, and don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Thanks a lot, Taurus, and we'll see you guys soon. Have a good day.